right. Hello, everyone. It is I, Elisa. It is I, Elisa Dunn, and I am the host of Put a Pin in It Conversations with Elisa. I want to first of all thank you for this is episode 4. This is my 4th week um, going live. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. You guys have been great. Christy Sockwell, thank you for coming on every time. My pops, Arvetro Jones, if y'all don't know who he is a very important person in gospel. He has a daughter. Well, he have 2 daughters. All his children can sing actually, but Ruth Leontra, she is a phenomenal gospel artist, and his daughter have sang background for so many people. Thank you for joining, Pops. That's Arbetta Jones, and he's in charge of some. Tell me what it is, because I can't remember, but I think it's a workshop for gospel artists. Danielle, hello. Marie, hello. Melba Floyd, what's going on? Hello. Devon Butler, hello. Here it is. He is in charge of the National North Carolina Gospel Association something. I don't know what the G is, but they have all the North Carolina gospel artists, indie artists, and even local artists like Lucinda Moore. I know she's in North Carolina now. They're always having things that will help you as an indie artist, and he will tell you straight if your stuff ain't good. He'll let you know. Um, so moving right along, it has been an eventful weekend to say the least. We're just gonna jump right into it. Listen, March Madness. All right. We, I know that I love March Madness. I do. But this right here, snooze fest. It was so boring. Okay. It was such a snooze fest. But congratulations to UConn for winning the national championship for the men's side. Okay. It was so boring. But that brings me to this championship game. Listen, this game was so good. I believe it brought women basketball to the forefront. LSU versus our. I j- I cannot explain how proud I was that I was actually enjoying watching women's basketball. And if I would be honest, I do not watch women's basketball because it is a snooze fest. But this year, oh no, 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 no. The little Caucasian girl right here, number 22, Caitlin Clark, she has brought a name for herself. She is a phenomenal player. They call her the Steph Curry of women's basketball. Her dad gave us a backdrop behind that. When she was younger, there wasn't any leagues open for her age, so he had to let her play with boys, and it shows. This girl has handles. She know how to pass. She know how to shoot from the. She shoots from the way beyond the line where they're supposed to shoot at. She shoots where the men shoot at. She's a trash talker, which brings me up to Angela Reese. Angela Reese, number 10 from LSU. She's a junk talker too. And so we come to this point right here. The John Cena. Okay, the John Cena. Everybody know you can't see me, you can't see me, you can't see me, right? Um, Caitlyn did it first. She did it when they was playing Louisville, and we didn't hear as much talk about it until Angel Reese did it. You know, some people were saying, well, Angela Reese, she was doing it in her face. Caitlyn was doing it to her teammates. If you think she was doing it to her teammates, you are delusional. She was not doing it to her teammates. Then there was another time that Caitlyn was like, "You're down 15 points. You need to shut up." And then there was a time where she waved off the player, saying that, I'm not going to guard you. I'm not worried about you. Kind of what they be doing to Russell Westbrook right now. That's in the NBA. When he's about to shoot a three, nobody guards him. That's very disrespectful, right? So they're saying that, it was okay when she did it, but it wasn't okay when Angel Reese did it. And Caitlyn came to say, no, I don't think she should be getting any flack for talking jump because that's a part of the game. I feel like this has brought women's basketball to where we want to watch it. I mean, because before they didn't have it, and I said this like the first episode that the women's basketball was getting a little chippy, like there was fighting, they was showing emotion. I love it, I really do. But it goes down to when they do it, it's okay, but when we do it, it's not okay. I take there's so many examples. Serena Williams, when she would show emotion, they would say she has poor sportsmanship. But when Maria Sharapova did the same thing, oh, it was okay. It's just a lot of things that play into this, but the players are not showing that they have any beef with each other. It's the fans that is dragging this on like this. I took it as I can't wait to watch them next year or whatever like that. But everybody else is like, she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. So that brings me to good old Jill. Now, I thought I liked Jill when I really thought I liked her when she came into the White House with her husband, because she said that she was going to grow the garden back that Donald Trump's wife had messed up. She dug up the whole. She dug up the. I don't know what she did to the garden, but it is tradition for you to keep the garden. It is tradition for the first lady to keep the garden. So she said she was going to grow it back. I have not, you know, tried to see if she kept her word on that. But when she came out with this, she said she wanted LSU and the runner up to go to the White House. Y'all, I didn't believe it. But listen to this. I didn't believe it.
A women's basketball championship. Congratulations to both teams. So I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So, we'll have LSU come. But you know what? I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too, because they played such a good game. So, right? So winners and losers, that's sportsmanship.
Is it though when you win, a participation trophy for everybody?
With all due respect to First Lady Joe Biden,
thank you,
unless we are doing this moving forward, having the winning team and the losing team show up at the White House, let's keep tradition, which is a special visit for the winner.
Because you won.
I don't know. Being the girl, I'm saying bring all the women.
But let's do that moving forward for every
When you've been pandering in politics for so long to Iowa, it's just a reflex. Even though he doesn't.
Listen, somebody said what I want to say. Now, Jill. There has never been in the history of sports coming to the White House that you invite the winner and the loser. talking about? Like, you don't get participation trophies when it comes to national championships. The winner gets to come. I I I don't understand. My man John Moore said, listen, Jill tripping. Iowa is a political state. Y'all first lady, wow. Listen, I have never so that means Connecticut and that means UConn and San Diego State is going to the White House. That means whoever wins and loses the NBA championship is going to the White House. That means Patrick Mahomes and whoever they beat this year should have went to the. What are you talking about? That was really, and you know, Angel Reese, in true Angel Reese form, she was like, we ain't going. She was like, oh no, we ain't going. I I don't understand why she would even, and she was serious. I would not have thought that this was real until I saw the video. And she was at the game. So maybe she saw how, Angel Reese was in Caitlin's face or whatever like that. But that's a part of the game. And you should not diminish their winning to invite the loser as well. What you're gonna have? You're gonna have a brawl. That's what you're gonna have. No, I'm just playing. The LSU team said they don't have any beef with Iowa or nothing like that. It's the fans. And John Moore said one thing. Caitlin Clark said they don't deserve to go to the White House. She said, let LSU enjoy the moment. Yes, Caitlin Clark was like, what is you talking about? What is you talking about? Like, we shouldn't be going. That tells you right there. Jill Biden tried to get some cool points and she just mucked it up for everybody. All right, my next subject. We got to talk about my man because you know what? I was windmilling for him last week. I was windmilling for my boy last week. But lo and behold, his lawyer said he had some alleged texts that came through from old girl, because we don't know her name, still don't know her name, and I don't like that. We don't know her name or her face, but we know she beige. We know that because that's why we don't know her name or her face. Listen here. It was said that they have proof that the old lady text him, and this is what it said. I'm gonna read some of it because she wrote paragraphs. I just want y'all to see there is no blue after she texts him. So to me, number one, that says either he was in jail when she texts him, or like I said, he's done with her and he don't want to talk back to her no more. But these text messages, Jonathan Majors, are very they're a little forced. But I'm gonna read just in case y'all don't know what it says. She said, please let me know you're okay when you get this. I'm trying to be her. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. How did they know you had a fight unless you told them you had a fight? Okay, Miss Mamas, let's keep going. I'm so angry they did that. And I'm sorry you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only I only just got out of the hospital. What? Do y'all hear this? This is the defense. What is you talking? Okay. I only got out of the hospital. Just call me when you're out. I love you. No response. They just called again to check on me, and I reiterated how this was not an attack, and they did not have my blessing on any charges being placed. I read the paper they gave me about strangulation and said point blank, this did not occur and should be removed immediately. The judge is definitely going to be told this. She ensured this to me. I know you have the best team and there's nothing to worry about. I just want you to know that I'm doing all I can on my end. I also said to tell the judge to know that the origin of the call was to do with me collapsing and passing out. And your worry as my partner due to our communication prior, out of care. She promised all will be relayed. Okay. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. We putting a pin in this. You see that pin at the top of this? We are putting a pin in this situation because they said they had video footage. We ain't seen that yet. He needed, because of these texts right here, we need the video footage because this sound like you're guilty. This sound like you did it. I don't understand. You call the police because you call the ambulance because you collapsed and passed out. Honey, we got to put a pin in this because this ain't making no sense. And she's very descriptive. Why would you even say all of what you said? Why would you even say none of it? All you should be saying, hey, babe, have you got out yet? You know, I'll talk to you soon. Why all of these descriptions of everything? And there's no response. There's no nothing. It sounds like you're guilty. And I hate that because we was rooting for you. I was fighting for you. I was talking about the beige woman saying, and I wasn't saying that we as black women will put up with getting beat on. I wasn't saying that. Now I've seen some people saying, y'all just saying, he need to be with a black woman because y'all want to. No, I ain't saying that. But I'm saying if nothing happened, we would not make up a lie to try to say something happened. We don't call 911 because we were taught that 911 was for emergencies, not for me trying to prove a point or me trying to put you in a corner or something like that. So that's what so we're gonna put a pin in it because I want to believe that he is innocent. We're gonna put a pin in this too. I'm sick and tired of SWV and Escape and all this drama because this listen, y'all. I just want to say this right quick. Let me move them out of the way. We have been watching the Queens of R&B. I know I have. So if you haven't been watching it, you need to watch it. But the Queens of R&B has ran me low because we still talking about Tasha since the beginning of the show, and y'all grand finale is Sunday, and we're still talking about it. Like, are y'all? So at this point, we already know that y'all gonna do the show. But why can we hear about everybody else on the show? Can we hear about what Tiny got going on, what Candy got going on, what all the other people? All we talking about is Tasha stole money from y'all. That's it. But y'all ain't, it's been years and y'all ain't done nothing about it. So I don't understand. At this point, I'm over it. I just can't do it. And if you ain't addressed it over these years by now, and now you want to address it in full receipts, and now at this point you show the back of the check, I need to see the front of the check too. I need to see the date. If we're gonna be transparent, let me see all the evidence. Don't just show me bits and pieces. Let me see it all. I want to see the front and the back. Because you could have made that up by now. I mean, it just don't, I understand if it happened, if it's true, fine. But what I don't understand is beating her over the head. She's out the group now. Take her off the show. Like, what's the point? At this point, it's getting on my nerves. It really is. And it looks like y'all just ganging on her. And because to me now, I'm thinking, this is my thought, and I could be wrong. Maybe, just maybe, because her husband is manipulative, and maybe because and I know how church women are when it comes to their husbands, they're very submissive. Just maybe, she didn't know. And maybe she's just finding out just now, like everybody else. Like, maybe she didn't know. And based on what they're saying is they didn't lose any money. He just outsmarted them and got money on the side to make sure that his wife was going to be there. I'm just saying, maybe I'm being devil's advocate. Y'all saying, oh, she knows. But I don't know. Tasha she don't seem too bright. And I just feel like that it's been edged on. I think it's been edged on to make TV, to make it drama filled, because without that storyline, what else could they possibly talk about that would keep us interested? I'm telling y'all. Like, Danielle, I'm telling y'all. She said I would not be shocked. I'm telling you. Kickbacks are illegal and robs the others in the group. They need to sue Rocky. Exactly. So if there's not going to be any suing, if there's not going to be any type of legal action, I'm sick of this story. Like, when I say I'm sick and tired of it. This is it's like the Tyler Perry stuff. Every scene is in one room, and we're just there for weeks upon weeks, and we don't get any other information. All we know from this show is Tasha and Rocky are thieves, but they have not been prosecuted. That's all we know. Why they not in jail, honey? Like, let that be a part of the show. Them going to jail, because to us looking, it don't make sense. Like, why aren't you doing anything about it? At least civil court or something. What, I don't understand. Anyway, and another show that we're going to be putting a pin in it is Grown and Gospel. Now listen. Last show of Grown and Gospel was a doozy. And I have been following this because I can't remember what night it was early in the morning. I think it had been like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I had woke up. I ain't gonna say it was the Holy Ghost that woke me up, but I woke up and Tasha was on Instagram. She was on Egg Live and she was packing. She wasn't saying anything. She was crying and she was packing. And of course I screenshotted it. And and I was screen recording it. So Tasha, I'm sorry, I did. I screen recorded it and I just couldn't believe. I was like, where is she? Why is she? I watch social media a lot. And I may not say anything, like I can tell when something is different about somebody because if I follow them, I follow them. And so I had started seeing that because I follow her husband and her, and I had started seeing that he had stopped posting her. But I remember seeing them at Bishop Jordan's birthday, not this last one, but the one prior to that. And she sung happy birthday and all the singing. I remember seeing her there. But I remember saying to myself, she don't look happy. I remember saying that. And so when I saw her packing, I wasn't surprised because I always put a pin in it. Okay. I had put a pin in it. And what's going on, Nisa? I had put a pin in it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I knew this was going to happen. And so for me to watch, I'm going to tell you from a female's point of view, watching her trying to like have a conversation with her husband, it was painful to watch because this was before I saw the YouTube thing. Now when I saw the YouTube interview, I was like, oh Tasha, now come on. You can't be saying stuff like that. But before when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is painful to watch. She dressed up for him and it looked like he was looking through her, like he was like, oh my God, not this. Like, it's like he was not interested, but she was trying. And he dismissed her. And I could tell that she was really why I don't know why on TV though, but I guess, trying to, whatever, but I don't think she was thinking about national TV at that time. She was just trying to, get it right with her husband. But he looked at her in disgust and he was like, oh, you trying this? He said, you wouldn't have been Tasha if you didn't try this or whatever. So basically, she had an affair on him. And she said in her interview that you can't call it an affair if you don't have a relationship with the person. She said, I was just having sex. As to say that makes it better. Oh my God. When she said that, I said, now Tasha, come on. Why would you say that? That is so like, ugh. Okay. Marie said, I got the sense it was for a storyline on the show. They had already been divorced for several years now. So this is what my mind, I'm like, I didn't think they was going to talk about it to the point where they was going to bring him on the show, but they did. And then he said he's going to go live and tell everything. And I'm like, Mr. House, that's his name. I don't know what you're going to say that's going to incriminate her because she's already said that she was busting it open. So what else is there to say? Like, what are you going to say? She already said she did it. And my thing is, I don't like, Okay, she's already told on herself. What I don't like is you're trying to, I don't know what, trying to make it look worse than what it is. She made it worse than what it is. And then she says she has, her tribe is good. She can talk to whoever. I don't know who told her that it was a good idea for her to say what she said on that YouTube channel. I ain't talking about oh, I like that classy queen. Pinsters. That's what we'll be called. Pinsters. I never thought about that. But anyway, I just didn't agree with her being so nonchalant with what she did. Okay, the man wasn't touching you. He wasn't been intimate with you. Um, they had a big, huge wedding. That goes to show you that weddings, most of the time, it's you wasting your money. I have not had a wedding. My last time getting married, I think I may have a wedding, but I haven't had a wedding, and I'm glad. But my thing is, I just don't understand. I just don't understand what this is going to be. So we just have to put a pin in it because it it really bothered me. It really bothered me. So we're going to put a pin in that. Next pin in it. I think this is my last topic. Former President Donald Trump is indicted. Y'all, they got him, y'all. They got him. Lord have mercy. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when they indicted him, but he pleaded not guilty. So we're gonna see how this skin get out of what he's in, because I'm pretty sure he's going to get out of it. Um, I just don't understand, and the stuff that they're indicting him on, he should not have been president anyway. So he falsified documents. He did a lot of things. They said that it's just a lot that he's done. Um, that has come to the light, and I hope and I pray that he's convicted. And if he's convicted, he will be the first president to serve. And I hope that this makes him disqualified to run again. I don't even care if he don't go to jail, just as long as his tail cannot run anymore. We don't want him. But then again, we got a first lady that's wanting winners and losers to come to the White House. You know what? Do we have to have a presidency? Can we now just, because we're basically running our own country anyway without, what does the president do? Can we just stop doing this? Like, we're pretending at this point. Presidency is just too much. Nisa said, just him being indicted makes him eligible. Thank you, God. I just hope he can't windle his way out of it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, so that's all I got, y'all. I had a great time. I didn't want to be long tonight. Me and my girls, we are going to a ranch tomorrow, so I'm probably going to go live in my closed group. I have a Instagram following. Probably going to go live there. I may share it out in the open. We're going to go ride horses, and we're going to be on ATVs and all that kind of stuff like that. So we're trying to do some mother-daughter things on spring break. Because we've been doing a lot of work. So working and playing, we're going to try to do some playing tomorrow. All right. This is the first time I've been under an hour, and I'm so glad because I don't like being long-winded. But we just want to congratulate again LSU for for being the champions of the women's national tournament. And want to congratulate UConn, even though I did not watch it because it was boring. We congratulate you guys, and we're watching the West to see who's going to make it to the playoffs for the NBA. Keep watching those shows because I'm definitely going to be talking about them next week because it's supposed to get heated up on Grown and Gospel and Queen of R&B. All right, let me see. Classic Queen said, "What's your opinion on Margie Green comments comparing him to Mandela and Jesus?" Crazy, crazy. Donald Trump gave us a gift, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go. Donald Trump gave us a gift because he was not. He didn't hide behind who he was. Who you saw is who he was. It had got so bad that when President Biden won the election and he gave his speech, I had tears in my eyes because I forgot how it sounded to have a president speak. Y'all, we was under some bull. At the drop of a hat, Donald Trump would say anything, and I would cringe like, what? Like, I don't understand. How is he president? He has no coup. He has nothing. Like, how did you even run? I thought there were like things in place to where people like him could not run for president. And he let us know that there are loopholes to what we got going on. He let us know that there were loopholes for the rich. We know that you can make millions and millions of dollars and only pay $17 in taxes. We didn't know that. Donald Trump introduced us to that. And he gave us a gift. Like, he showed us who this country really was. And I really hated that time for America because even though I know that we have racism, we have all of those things, it was magnified. Talking about MAGA, it was magnified when he was president on the black side and the white side, because I remember when he won, the old white lady ain't do nothing to me, nothing at all. But when I saw her, I rolled my eyes for no reason. I can't stand. I should run over with my car because that's how thick it was. The hatred was thick. It was spreading from the head down. And I ain't never thought in my life I wanted to run over a white old lady just pushing her cart at Walmart. But I was pissed off. I'm telling you, it was under some mess. There was some pros and cons to him. But what I will say, it is just, and it's not gone anywhere. It just, when other presidents are in office, they hide it better. And we become accustomed to it being hidden. But he didn't hide nothing. He didn't. It was evident. So, I hope that First Lady Biden comes back and, say that she misspoke when she was talking about inviting LSU and Iowa. Iowa has got to be like the most whitest state in America. But talking about inviting them, the losers and the winners, that has never, you listen, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen, but it should have never been said. And so now people are like, why it's always got to be a race thing? It's a race thing. And once America really just say what it is like Trump did. He just said what it was, you know, whether we liked it or not. He said it, and I think that I don't know. I'm I listened to Farrakhan, and he said that we would never heal because they would never admit. So he was like, we should take half, and they take half of the United States. We take half, and I was like, that would never happen. But it will be interesting to see how it will play out. You know, we on one side, and then they on one side. I guess um the Hispanics be at the bottom. It will be interesting, sorry, to see how that will play out. But do y'all think that we could coexist together? I don't know. Because we have biases within ourselves. Growing up in school, I was way lighter than what I am now. The army made me darker, but I was way lighter. I was bullied because I was light skinned. And I didn't fight. So I ain't gonna say I never got into a fight, but I was bullied. Not for long, but I mean, it was a time where you just I don't know. I was bullied in my family. Well, not bullied, but I was said that I thought I was better than because I had both parents. And I never thought that way. So anyway, I'm just saying, things are what they are. And let me take him off my screen because he brings me down. But anyway, I enjoyed you, Pinsters. We got a name tonight on our Thank You, Classy Queen. We will be back next week, and I love you all, and we'll see you next week. This was a great live. It was short and sweet, to the point. I'll see y'all next week.